Hi there everybody, it's Shirley Young. I've come back on again, as I said from the previous video, and I'm going to make the True Love DSP that I've cut out. I did do a bit more colouring than I expected, but then I didn't use all the pieces. I've got some extras here which I'll use for something else. So I'm going to use these two pieces that I've fussy cut out after I coloured them in with the Magenta Madness. So I've got a piece of white card which measures, this is a card base, and it measures 5 3/4 squared. Then I cut out an aperture, square aperture, which the aperture is measuring 3/4 of an inch from the 5 3/4 square. Then I've got a black piece of card which measures 3 7/8, and then I've got a white piece which I'm going to add a sentiment to, which measures 3 5/8. So we're just going to put that together now. So you could emboss this if you wanted to, you could stamp on it, but I want to just keep it plain white at the minute. And I'm going to put this on some foam pads just to give it a little bit of height. So pop them all the way around on the underside, one in each corner at least, and in the middle, just so that it stays heightened and doesn't flop, because you don't really want it to do that if possible. Pop that one down a bit. I'll put a few more on just so it doesn't kind of flop. So I hope you watched my last video, which was colouring in these lovely flowers from True Love DSP. Sorry that the video was on its side. You may hear my cat, she's come to join me. So we're going to make this open on the side. So I'm just going to put this now onto the front of the card base. A wee bit of time to get round all of these. We're nearly there. We've just got a couple more to do. That's us. So just line it up. Make sure you're not over the middle crease. There we go. That's it. Then we can pop that back. Now we're going to pop the black piece down flat. So I'm just going to go and put some tape runner on it for speed onto this black cardstock, and then bring the card back into camera view. So it's going to just make me work out which way it's actually going to fit. Let's stick it right down. There's a bit sticking on that there. That'll do. We'll stick that in the middle. We're going to stamp onto that, but first of all we're going to stick on our lovely coloured in True Love Florals that we have here. So just trying to think if I'll put it off the card. That's what I propose to do. Actually, I think I will stamp it before I actually do that. So I'm using Delicate Petals, which is the Stampin' Up stamp set. It's beautiful. And I'm going to use this sentiment here. Sometimes something wonderful happens to someone who absolutely deserves every good thing. And I'm just going to stamp that in black memento. So just let me get a block for that. Like so. Did a bit too much there, just have to take that back off again. Just let me check that this isn't going to be messy. Just let me clean that up because it's a bit messy, that stamp. Right, I've cleaned it up and I'm going to ink this. I need to check it's the right way first. So it's going to go in like that, that's fine. So we'll just put my ink onto the back of it again. Don't twist it this time because that's what made it go a bit funny at the back. It's still looking a bit like that. We can always remedy that if need to be, if it doesn't kind of work out clear and crisp. So just pop that on, leave it for a few seconds and then lift off. No, that's fine. I think that's absolutely fine. So we're just going to move that memento away and we're going to make sure your card's up the right way. We're just going to pop that onto our black layer, just there. So I'm just going to use tape runner again. There we go. Fine. And these we're going to pop on with some dimensionals again. So I'm just trying to see how it's going to fit onto the card. Put one there and one there. That's fine, that's what we'll do. So we'll just get a couple of dimensionals onto the back of these, just to lift it up slightly and give it a bit of that dimension. Put another wee bit on here. There we go. I just think the pink, the black and the white look really, really nice and elegant together. But I mean, you could use any colours. You could use blues, yellows with the black. You could use yellow, black and white. Blue, black and white's quite nice. So I was going to have it kind of like that, wasn't I? That's one. And then we've got this one, which we're going to put in the other corner opposite to balance it out, so that your eye is not just drawn to perhaps that corner. It would possibly be, but it's nice just with the one corner as well. It's up to you when you do it, but this is my idea, and if you want to copy that, that's absolutely fine as well. I'm going to pop a smaller one on this little bud at the side because I want that to be lifted as well. We'll just have to sort of decide. I think we'll have it that way. That's fine. So just keep this on. Take this off even. Keep this on. Excuse me. Now I did do some blending with 2 cards earlier, which you might see up on my Handmade by Shirley Facebook and Instagram pages. I do intend to do a video showing you how to do these as well, or how I did it. So I'm just going to pop it now. How is a pop in it? Just let me see what would be better. I want to see the verse. It was that way I was going to put it, wasn't it? Yes, that's fine. So that's my card that I made using True Love Designer series paper, coloured it in with Magenta Madness, then made it into a card. I made an aperture, and then I used Delicate Petals, a nice sentiment for there. So that's my card. I hope you like it, and if you do like what you're seeing, please subscribe to this channel, Handmade by Shirley, and hit the subscribe button, and also give me a thumbs up, and please leave me a comment. And thanks again for joining me. I'll be back soon.